they know this way that man way down on his knees. I'll keep waiting until you'll come back to me. Alright, stop. Won't you hear my plea? Bring back my baby back home to me. Bring back my baby back home to me. Well, firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming along here tonight to this little get-together. I'm so glad that you were able to make it. And it's good to see different evolutions of bands. Everybody else out there, it's wonderful. I hope you're going to enjoy what maybe you've seen 100 times. Already you told me you can sing with that last little bit. A little bit embarrassed with John saying all those things. Not too much the recipient of all that stuff. Just doing what I love to do. Oh, one last kiss, baby, one last kiss. It never felt like this, baby, not like this. You know I need your love. Whoa, oh, oh. Give me one last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, one more time. Baby, one more time. You make me feel so fine, baby, feel so fine. You know I need your love. Whoa, oh, oh. Give me one last kiss. One last kiss. All that is right, one last second night. Don't let me go like this. Baby, I need you so. What if I have to go? Just give me one last kiss. One last kiss. Oh, baby, one last kiss. It never felt like this, baby, not like this. You know I need your love. Whoa, oh, oh. Give me one last kiss. One last kiss. Well, I'm defenseless, against your lips. The way they smile, the way they kiss. Defenseless against your arms. The way they oh so nice and warm. Well, it's useless to fighting it. I know that I can't win, but I don't care, little girl. Just let that battle begin. Yeah, defenseless against your arms. The way they glow, I'm hypnotized. Defenseless, and I don't care. Just so I know you're my dear. Defenseless, 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 defenseless. Oh, thank you. That's going back a little bit. And as John was saying, that's right. John Mariscalco, who wrote Starlight Starbright, Ready Teddy, Rip It Up, Good Golly Miss Molly, You Send Me, and a whole bunch of other good old rock and roll songs. We're still in communication with him. And just recently we were in Los Angeles and went to see him. And I was really quite frivolous by saying, I guess there's you don't have any songs that nobody's recorded. Thinking, of course, all the songs will be taken unless they were rotten. And he said, yeah, I got 3 songs, so I'm thinking, well, maybe they are rotten. So I said, okay, I'd like to play them. And he's not a man of the IT age. He's still with the old cassettes and all that sort of stuff. So he played his cassette to me, and I heard the first song, and I thought, oh, far out. And I said, this hasn't been recorded before? And he said, no. I said, oh, wow, okay. Then he played the other 2, and they were tremendous as well. But I said, do you mind if I record? He said, no, that's what it's for. And so I went to Nashville and with some tremendous musicians, Bob Babbitt from the Funk Brothers, who did all the Motown
stuff, and Ed Green, who was with Santana for 26 years and played on just so many records around the place. Bird from the Alabama rhythm section. So there's, I mean, just incredible musos that were on there. And anyway, I came back here, and with Tony Berkes, my guitar player, then he came back and we put some little funky little things on the thing, released it, and fortunately I got play on 2CH, beautiful 2CH, who looks after us, and 2GB, 3MP I think it was, and 4BH, but most of the stations, that's right, Mix and, you know, all those WS, whatever. Unless you're 28 and beautiful, they're not interested. I miss out on both of those counts, of course, and a few others. So I didn't get any play, which is a shame. But it's a beautiful song, and here it's called Can't You See It in My Eyes.
Ask me, did my love hurt me? Can't you tell by the tears in my eyes? Can't you hear in the way that my voice shakes? Can't you see it in my eyes? You ask me, do I still remember still you ask me, do I love her? After all that's said and done, she's still the one. Can't you hear it in the way that my voice shakes? Can't you see it in my eyes? Still you ask me, do I love her? After all that's said and done, she's still the one. Can't you hear it in the way that my voice shakes? Can't you see it in my eyes? Can't you hear it in my voice? Can't you see it in my eyes?
Thank you. Pretty song, isn't it? In 2006, I was reminded that it was 50 years since I got on this side of the microphone, and an associate suggested that maybe I should make a CD of all the songs that I used to sing at the time. And of course I put out so many CDs that I really didn't particularly want to just do a whole bunch of covers like that, so I thought about it for a while, and then I thought, well, maybe I can see if I can sit down and write a bunch of little rockabilly type songs, raw country rockabilly stuff. So I did. I sat down, and fortunately I was able to write a few. They're all story songs. The album's called Northwest Mail, which is a train that I used to catch from boarding school back to the country, and it's a story in that. But another one of the story songs is this, and it's appropriately called "It Takes Me Back." 1, 2, 3.
Well, it takes me back, way back to the feel of the country air, when the summer breeze could melt the trees. I was young and didn't really care. Hotter than hell, we thought we could tell when rain was gone. The wind was rare, we'd sit right there, waiting for the creeks to run. No, the creeks don't run. Well, it takes me back to a time when I was young, living on the plains of the great Northwest where blue skies touch the ground. My horse and me, we'd ride away just as dawn was about to break. Work hard all day, then at night I'd play my guitar till I fell asleep. Like we songs that sing, 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 sing. Like we sing, 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 sing. Well, it takes me back. City lights, guitar music was in my brain, the only thing I liked. Me and my little combo, rockabilly all the way. TV shows were going to kiss here, we were making her. All the fans we'd sing, 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 sing. Rockabilly sing, 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 sing. Well, it takes me back, way back when cold was what you drank. She made, and respect was plain for class. Everyone spoke English, and cabins knew the way. And you could trust your local tradesman to really earn his pay. But it's all but gone, 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 gone. It's all but gone, 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 well, it takes me back, way back when the water under the bridge. Good and bad, sweet and sad, it's a life like really live. But through it all, I'm a country boy, and I love the country sun. If I had my way, I'd be there today, waiting for the creeks to run. But the creeks don't run, 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 run. No, the creeks don't run, 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 run. It's all gone. Yeah, it's all but gone. Every election it gets worse. Okay. When I started out at, my idols were Frankie Lane and Nat King Cole and all those wonderful singers, Al Hibbler and all the girl singers, Teresa Brewer and K-Star, all that wonderful lot from the early and the mid-50s. All the melodious stuff, where they all sounded different. You know, you listen to somebody and God knows you knew exactly who it was, whereas unfortunately today everyone has got to sound the same, otherwise radio doesn't play. But that's a shame. But it was Johnny Ray who actually was the one that did it to me. Absolutely just brained me. Just could not believe the phrasing and the emotion that he put into his songs. And as John had said, I overheard him saying that we've got a show out there called Cry, which is a Johnny Ray show. 26 songs I do with a big band and all. And it's just so much fun for me. It just takes me right back. But I'm going to do for you that song, which happens to be the most important song and the most popular song prior to rock and roll. If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, it's no secret you'll feel better if you cry. When waking from a bad dream, don't you sometimes
Much slower than that, of course. But still, it was very exciting back then. But I turned it into a little bit of a rockabilly song. Johnny Ray, great. Well, you know, a lot of people, everybody here is so young, and I guess most of you weren't around during the original rock and roll era. So I'll just make it plain that in that time, the songs like Ready Teddy and Rip It Up, Blue Suede Shoes, Tutti Frutti, all those screaming magic songs, they didn't get to number one on the radio. In fact, most of the time they didn't get played because they were considered much too raunchy, much too sexy, and too loud. So the only time we heard them was when we played them at the dances and at the theatres and the tours and all that stuff. Most of the songs that actually did get to number one were in the top 10, and songs that like Johnny Kerr used to play and the different guys around, Lawsy and whatever, they were sort of passive songs and the rockabilly type songs. I've got 3 of them here for you now, and I hope that you enjoy them. You more than likely will remember them, hopefully. How's the food? Good? Just nice food, isn't it? Anyone else here eat? Nice food, isn't it? See, I'm a vegetarian, and as you, of course, are, you know. And they have beautiful stuff for even us. And sometimes that's really a hard go, you know. Okay. Did you notice something? That we're all, yes, and I guess you fit in, we're all got stripes. Look, we said just wear anything tonight, because usually we've got, you know, we're uniformed and all. And he's a stripe, and he's a stripe, I'm a stripe. It's like we just got out of Jesus tribe.
I didn't get the call.
He just got out of Jesus.
I didn't get the call.
Yeah, he's got the ankle bracelet on. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Father's love will never fade away. Will never fade away. Bending up your lips and rolling towards your tinted hair. Don't take your love to town. It wasn't me who started that old crazy age. But I was proud to go and do my big yacht show. Yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. Still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent paralyzed. And the looks and the knees of a woman your age will be realized. But it won't be long, I heard you say until I'm not right. Don't take your love to town. She's leaving now, 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. Just like I know I heard it slam 100 times before. If I could move, I'd get my gun, put her around the ground. Oh, take your love to town.
For God's sakes, turn around.
Let's think about living. Think about living. Think about loving. Think about loving. Think about hooping and hopping and bumping and loving, loving, loving. Let's think about life, riding the ship, with the swift plane coming. Think about living. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. We lost Almighty Robbins down in El Paso a little while back. And now Miss Patty Page, or one of them, is wearing black. Kathy's clown has done and fell where we feel like a baby could die. If we keep on losing our singers like that, we'll be the only one who can buy. Think about living. Think about living. Think about loving. Think about hooping and hopping and bumping and loving, loving, loving. Let's think about life, riding the ship, fellow with a swift plane knife. Think about living. Let's think about living. Think about life. Let's think about living. Think about living. Think about loving. Think about hooping and hopping and bumping and loving, loving, loving. Let's think about life, riding the ship, fellow with a swift plane knife. Think about living. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Let's think about living. Let's think about life. Oh, thank you. Well, they're all songs that got to number one. And once again, if you rolled enough, you in 1959, you could have been on a Saturday night around 6 o'clock sitting in front of a black and white television set, which was rather unique back in those times. But from 59 through to 62, there was a fantastic show on Australia's first live music rock and roll television show, and it was called 6 O'Clock Rock. That's right. You hear the big band down, 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 down. Well, come on everybody, it's 6 o'clock. Come on everybody, it's time to rock. What's that? Let's rock. Come on everybody, it's 6 o'clock. Well, if I know just what to do, set the channel to what's that? Let's rock. Come on everybody, it's 6 o'clock. Tell me from near and far to see their favorite team is done. Everybody singing, they'll make you shout it loud. Come on everybody, it's 6 o'clock. Come on everybody, it's time to rock. What's that? Let's rock. Come on everybody, come on everybody, come on everybody, come on. Well, he's got around from near and far to see their favorite team is done. Everybody singing, they'll make you shout it loud. Come on everybody, it's 6 o'clock. Come on everybody, it's time to rock. Let's rock. Come on everybody, it's 6 o'clock. 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 Okay, I got a few little rockabilly songs for you. Now, you may recognize these, so let's hear your gorgeous voices here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care if the sun don't shine. I get my love underneath. kind of guy with the record machine when it comes. She's clean. Baby, comes out tonight. All alone I can hold it tight. Well, it's only when he's broken down. The vein is broken down. So what? Professionals, we've got a house full of professionals here. Who recorded some of those songs? Eddie Cochran. Johnny Cash. Brian Burnett.
Bobby Darren.
No, not Bobby Darren.
Come on!
Yeah, Bob Lumen, yeah.
Which one?
Buddy Robbins.
Marty Robbins. He's a pro, he's a DJ. You're missing out one.
Elvis Presley.
Ah! God, she got it. Elvis Presley, that's right. Ever. Well, they're pros. And I say that in the nicest way. They're pro in the nicest manner.
Inside information.
Just come from Tasmania.
That's right, we just came from Tasmania, so my God, what a difference.
You say that twice?
That was a lovely place down there. We just did a tour of the north part. We did Wynyard, beautiful old heritage theatre in Wynyard. We did a very new place in Launceston called the Boathouse. Very brand new, sort of like this. And what else we did? The Blues Hotel in Forth. And in fact, it was really strange because we were in Forth on the 5th. That's true. And we found out later on, they told us in the morning, they showed us a book. And they said, have a look at the book, look at the pictures. And we looked at the book and they said, look in the window, in this picture of the pub. And there was someone in there. I said, yeah, well, who's that? I said, it's a ghost. I said, you're kidding? I said, yeah, it's a ghost. She, whatever her name is was the ghost. And said, did you realise there's a ghost in the room that you were in last night? I said, you're joking. He said, no, there was a guy shot in the room, and he walks around there and haunts the place. So he didn't. I guess we were so tired that we didn't see him, or didn't hear him, or he was well behaved, one or the other. Yeah, so that's our ghost story. Did you guys see a ghost story? There was a ghost in the audience. Huh? These inside jokes. Okay, here's while all those songs that I just did were being sung, I was lucky enough to be having quite a few hits of myself, and this was one of them. I found a new love. She is a true love. I found a new love to last me all of my life. I had an old love. She was called love. But I found a new love to last me all of my life. No more blues, no more fears, no more loneliness, no more tears. I found a new love. She's a true love. I found a new love to last me all of my life.
me all of my last me all of my life. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming along here again. I hope you enjoyed yourself so far, and keep on milling around and mixing around, because most of the people, I guess, wonderful to have my family here and my dear friends and people that I haven't met before. Nice to meet you here, and for coming along here. I do really appreciate it. I'd like to introduce you to the guys in the band who happen to be my friends, as indeed all my musicians are. Otherwise we don't have them, because I've been around so long that if you're not happy off stage, there's no way in together, there's no way in the world that you're going to be happy on stage. And so that, of course, is a bit like a marriage, isn't it? Not happy in the kitchen, forget the bedroom. Exactly, yes.
Separate rooms, I have.
Separate rooms, separate kitchens. Okay, once again, I'll introduce them to you, all striped as they are. Ladies and gentlemen, with his wonderful little pink guitar, let's hear it for Brian. It's your fan club over there, Brian.
Well, none.
Oh, you bought Mum. Now, I guess the guys have gotten sick of this, because, once you start telling stories and that all the time, you're doing show after show after show, and of course the same stories come out, and it gets a bit old after a while, But I've got to tell them tonight, because you guys are all friends. I was touring New Zealand in 1962, and I went down to a place right at the very bottom of New Zealand. It's called Invercargill. It's a beautiful place, but very, very cold, especially in winter time.